So what we're going to do for this session is we're getting into my 8-figure master plan. All right, this is my entire $25 million coaching operation boiled down into a visual model that anyone with half a brain could follow. This presentation is for you if you want the big results in the business. I can't imagine that you're here because you want the mediocre results, right? Just a handful of clients, no real far-reaching impact, very few success stories, and just a meh online presence, okay? I don't think that's what you want. My assumption is that you want the big business and the huge impact. And if you want these things up on the screen right here to be well respected in your industry, the go-to authority, your message being so far-reaching and impacting thousands or millions of people, an amazing ever-growing client base of people that you love working with, and ideally a small team actually to help you to run the operation so that you can focus on the stuff that you actually enjoy doing, then this is the session for you. So notepads at the ready. I'm giving you a heads up. We're going to go very, very fast. So this is the 8-figure blueprint, and up here at the front end we've got traffic. Now there's two things there: paid and organic. And it's important for me to let you know at this point that we're not going to be going granular on any one of these things. That's what we're doing over the course of these 3 days. We're sharing with you organic strategies. I've got 2 paid ad sessions coming up for you later on today, YouTube ads, Facebook ads. So we're going to go really deep on this stuff. My job right now is to give you the high-level overview so you can see that's how it all fits together. So paid and organic. Jumping on the back of what Rob said, actually, you know, some businesses focus on one or the other. I really see a need right now for us to be focusing on both. We need to have a paid ad strategy, but we also need to have an organic strategy. The paid ads are the things that run your business right now. It's the short-term win. The organic stuff is the long-term play, which is why I'm bringing so many speakers to teach you about the organic stuff as well. So take a note of that. You need both of those in the business, okay? Next, we've got incubator. Still here on the front end, still fueling the business. Your incubator should be a place in your business where you are keeping leads warm. It's the best way to think of this, right? They may have come through your funnels, they're not ready to buy. Well, then we don't just want them to disappear, we want to keep them warm, we want to put them into an incubator. An example of an incubator would be, as much as it pains me to say, because I've had bad experiences with Facebook groups, I just couldn't get it to work, but I know people do. Cordelia is amazing at this. You get a Facebook group together and you put your community, you build that community in a Facebook group and you provide some value, and every now and again some clients pop out. School is really taking off, so you could do it in a school group as well. But I really, really like, and that's why I, put a lot of effort into getting Ali with us, because I really like the idea of YouTube actually being something of an incubator. That's how I use it. Although it technically falls into the organic category, because it's long form, I find it works more than just a, get to know someone, short form content on other platforms. You get to go deeper, you get to really educate and train and help and serve, and it's a fantastic tool. And our YouTube channel is still very, very small, but it's actually producing some quite meaningful revenue right now, which is really cool. So that works great as an incubator. And then the fourth thing on this list is website. Now your website, and ours is obviously AdClients.com, your website should be a homepage for your business that people can organically and naturally find. We're never really pushing any traffic to it. Really, really important that you know that. All right, we need sales funnels that are designed to take someone from step 1 to step 2 to step 3 to step 4. A website is a great asset for branding, positioning, and having a base where people can come and find out all that you've got going on, but we would never push traffic to it. So it is a good resource, and I'll tell you later at what stage you should really be focusing on it, because there is a moment in your business when you should. Tracking with me so far? Paid, organic, incubator, website, front end of the business. Between the front end, which is your traffic efforts, pretty much, between that and your sales funnel, I've got this little piece here called the pull. Now, if I could find, I'm not very good on Figma, and I did this myself, so if I'd found a little icon that looked like a megaphone, that might have been more appropriate. This isn't a step in the business. This is not a web page. This is not a funnel. This is not a thing. It's a concept. We need to be pulling people from social media into our value funnels. So I've called it the pull because we have to think about this. What are we doing and what are we saying to pull people, that's nice, to pull people into the funnel? It used to be enough to run an ad and say something half decent and people would click and come in. It used to be good enough to just put up a piece of content and some people would see it and some people would click through. Right now, hooks are so important. I just saw a glass of, is that a glass of wine or is that water?
Wine.
Wine. Good for you. We need to think, I would like a glass. You need to think of unique ways to stand out, to pull people into your funnel. You've seen this on social media and the move of this over the last couple of years with how short form content has really taken over. Right? And with that has come this attention span and this, need for you to say something so quirky, so interesting, so out of the ordinary that that's what stops the scroll. And we have to stop the scroll before we can get even the attention to get a click. You with me? So we've got to get creative with the pull. I've got a training session on this. I'm just thinking on the spot. I've got a training session on this. I'm happy to send this out after AdCon. My team, please make a note of that. I've done a 20-minute training on that, and we'll send it out to all of you. We've got your emails that you registered with. So that's the pull. You pull that traffic into your value funnel. Now, the reason I call it the value funnel is because this could be one of a few different options for a funnel. But the idea is that where we are right now, we need to be making sure that our business is focused on value. We just need to. Sales funnels, when they were new, when they were exciting, when they weren't overused yet, then you could just put up a series of pages that had zero value add and you just lead someone one to the next and potentially they buy. We've got to be providing value. This is why I like webinars, because you've got that extended period of time to do that. VSLs have still got some life in them, and you could be doing a VSL. You could be doing a challenge funnel, virtual event funnels. There's a bunch of different options. Webinars still my primary focus. I enjoy them very, very much. But it's got to be a value-based funnel. Tracking with me?
Yes.
Okay. Then we've got your offers. What are you selling? Okay, well, you could have stepping stone offers, you could have core offers, you might have some back-end offers. I spoke about it on day one, yesterday, on the flip chart, and I will get into that in more detail as I share with you when you should be focusing on each. There's actually a different stage for each of you in the room where you should be focusing on different ones. So we will get to that in a moment. But of course, you have your offers, you have things that you're selling. Hey, real quick, if you're enjoying this content, this is just the beginning. I'm actually hosting a completely free online training where I'm going to break this very topic down in even more detail and show you exactly step by step what I do to scale my businesses way past 7 figures and into 8 figures. So continue watching this training. You're going to love it, but make sure you click the link in the description box. That'll take you to register to the masterclass, the free training that's going to break it down in even more detail. So with that, get back to the video and I'll see you on the training. And the final stage is sales. It's understanding and keeping sales front of mind. You need to get really good at sales. Even if you don't like selling, it's a part of the business. That's why I spoke yesterday about 16 of my success shortcuts. And one of them was confidence and the other one was communication. And those two things go hand in hand. If you can just get good at those two things, then you just need a very simple sales script and you'll probably start to be pretty good. And then you can build to launching a team of people that will help you with your sales and you don't need to do it anymore. I used to do my sales, I don't anymore. That was actually one of the pieces, wasn't it, Lucas, that we identified in your business, is that all it took for Lucas was to go, okay, my numbers are not where they needed to be because I'm able to give him what the numbers should be. Here's what your team should be converting at. Here's per head revenue that your sales guys should be looking for, and we were able to see the gap and then we were able to fix it. So sales is a big one that you need to spend some time on. Then we've got your leads. Your leads are coming from your initial value funnel and you're building your list. You need to be doing stuff with those leads. That's why I brought Kennedy for you earlier on to teach you all about that. It's so important that you're doing stuff with them. I see many people that focus so much on the front end funnel, and then they don't do anything with the email list whatsoever. And then they wonder why the business isn't working, but they don't realize the bigger picture that I'm painting for you right here. All of this works together. It works together. If you've got a business where your advertising costs and your business overheads and maybe some staffing, if you've got it, if that all comes to £20,000 a month, and then that month you made £20,000, you could come to me and say, John, I've got a business that doesn't work, it's no good, it's broken, it needs fixing. And I could look at this blueprint and I could ask you, are you doing anything with your leads? And if you say no, which is often the answer, because we get so stuck in this place where we are driving traffic into a funnel, trying to convert, and we don't think about anything else until we get that part working. But if we just did something with the leads, that could be the profit for the business. If we did some promotions that month to the leads that were on the list, that might bring in an extra 10, 15, 20K, and now you might be 2 to 1 on your entire business. Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay. So we've got to be utilizing our list. How do we do that? Well, first thing I want to point out is that you should be sending close to daily emails. Close to daily emails. This freaks out a lot of people. But the idea is that they're already on your list anyway. If they don't like your content, they'll unsubscribe. And so we may as well send them some stuff. The amount of people that I speak to that say, John, I don't email my list because I don't want to annoy them and I don't want to piss them off. But you're not emailing them anyway, so you're getting no benefit from the list. So if you're worried about annoying them, so therefore you don't send any emails, your business has no benefit. So we may as well go the other way and send some emails, and if some of them don't like it, they can unsubscribe. There's a simple little button at the bottom of every email. Tracking with me? So daily emails, or close to. Sometimes we give them a break. What I like to do is I like to have 1/3, this is really important for your notes, I hope you are taking notes, 1/3 content, 2/3 promotion. 1/3 content, 2/3 promotion. When I send content to my list 1/3 of the month, I'm now going to be coupling that with my organic and my incubator, whatever that is. Okay? I want to be killing 2 birds with 1 stone, as the old adage goes. All right? So rather than just sending out a newsletter or a piece of written content right there in the email, that serves one purpose. Oh, this isn't promotional. It's got an email from Gavin, and it's actually pretty cool. There's some nice stuff in there. It served that one purpose. But what if that content could have been on our organic platform or in our incubator, like your Facebook group or your school group or something like that? Well, now you tell them you've got this amazing new piece of content, and they've got to come into your group to get it. So now we're building that part of the system while we're satisfying the content emails that we need as well. All right? Then we've got 2/3 promotion. I want to be selling stuff to my audience. If my list is growing, I'm building an audience of people that are in some way interested in what I'm doing. Otherwise, they would not have opted in. So I'm going to do them a disservice if I don't keep reminding them about what I've got and give them a chance to think, do you know what, actually, it's been 2 months now. I'm ready to come into a process with you. They may not have been in the beginning. They may have been in a unique situation and therefore they weren't ready to join a program like yours, or there was a lack of trust built and it needed more time. Yeah? Needed more time. So, 2 types of promotional emails that I send. The first are second chance campaigns. Now, second chance campaigns are really simple and really easy. The concept is this. Somebody opts into your initial funnel. Let's say that it's a webinar funnel, right? They register, they go onto the webinar, they may book a call, and they may become a client. And they're also going to join your email list. Second chance campaign, simple as this. Over the next few weeks and months, intermittent with some content, you're going to give them a second chance to come back to the exact same funnel again. Hey, just checking in. It's been a few weeks since you registered for my webinar. I want to let you know that I've still got it running. If you wanted to come check it out, I think it'll really help and serve you. It's just a second chance. It's so simple. It's so easy to do. And there's a time and place to do that in your business. which we'll get to in a moment. So that's the second chance. Then we've got what I call gift box funnels. Gift box funnels. The idea here is that you give the same offer, you're trying to sell the same thing, but it's wrapped up differently, okay? It's wrapped up differently. So let's say the goal, your main core offer, is a £5,000 coaching program, right? Your main funnel, your first primary value funnel, was a webinar, okay? Well, in your promotional emails, in weeks and months to come, maybe you'll put a challenge together. Different vehicle, different wrapping, but perhaps it's the same thing that we're selling. Maybe it's a VSL funnel that you'll do. Maybe it's a live Zoom that you'll do, and you'll make an offer out the other end. This serves two purposes. The first purpose is that some people may just not have connected with the vehicle that you used the first time. They registered for a webinar, they couldn't make it, and then they just didn't want to watch a long replay, and it felt, so they just didn't engage with it. But then they see a VSL from you that's emailed out, and it's 10 minutes, and it's clear, and it's concise, and it's easy to consume. They go, oh, this is cool, I actually like the sound of this. I just didn't have a chance to consume this content, because I just couldn't get into the webinar. You with me? Different vehicle will attract different people on your list. The second purpose that it serves is that the actual content could be slightly different as well. So another alternative for a gift box funnel might actually be, same concept of same offer, wrapped up differently. Your first funnel might be a webinar. Your a gift box funnel could be another webinar, but it's a new angle, it's a new headline, there's new training points. You're going into a slightly different part of your business, same offer out the other end. New content, same offer. If you're with me, I need one big yes. Are you with me? Yes. Okay, because I can see that your brains are getting fried already. I'm seeing the jaws hitting the floor. Okay, same offer out the other end. So, when to focus on each component. Because what I've just shared with you there is everything that we do. That's literally everything we do. We have our different front ends, we have our different offers, we focus on our email list, we do content, we do promotion, we do second chance, and we do gift box funnels. That's my business, okay? That's my business, but you're not all at the same level that I'm at. So would it be helpful if I break it down step by step, phase by phase? Yes? Okay, oh, good man. So stage one, if you are anywhere between $0 and $20,000 a month, somewhere there. Now keep in mind this is rough and it is vague, all right, because I don't know every single business in the room. We're not sat down next to each other. I don't know if you'll fall into this one or maybe slightly into the next one. But roughly, if you're somewhere getting the wheels moving, or you're just about to launch your business and you're somewhere in here, 0 clients or 1, 2, 3, 4 clients, in green, feel free to take a picture again if you want. In green, this is the stuff you should be focusing on, okay? You should be focusing on a paid ad strategy alongside making sure that organic is a part of what you're doing as well. We want to get both of those started at the same time. And for those that have been in my community for a while, you'll know that I didn't used to teach that. This has actually changed over time. I used to focus on just get your ads on, and that's the only thing, just scale the ads. And that is still very, very prominent, but I do think we should be adding organic in as well. Incubator is highlighted, but only if you're using it as a very low maintenance. You're not doing much with it yet. You might just start to be thinking about that. Okay, where would my community go? Or would I be focusing on a YouTube channel? We're just going to start to think about that. Of course, we need to decide how we're going to pull people in. So of course, we need to be thinking about hooks and angles and those cool things. You need your one main value funnel, your one main front end funnel. Pick what you like. I recommend webinars, but you might find it's a virtual event. You might find it's a VSL. There's lots of different funnels that can work. And here's the kicker, and I told you I would tell you this yesterday. One main core offer, and if you're at this stage, I promise you that's what you should be focusing on. The temptation when your business doesn't take off just yet The temptation is to blame the offer and you create another one. And now you've got two, and then that's not working, and so you go, maybe I just need to have, if only I had a lower ticket thing. So you add a lower ticket thing because maybe it's because people can't afford that. So if they can't afford that, if I add something low ticket, then that'll help people come into my world and it'll all be wonderful. What you've actually done is created a distraction for you and your prospect. Now your prospect doesn't know which one they should actually be buying. You're distracted, so much more administrative stuff going on in the business. You just need one core offer and you just double down on that until you get it moving and get it working, and then we add other offers as we go. Now you've got your leads. Leads are going to start to come in. And so at this stage, all I want you focusing on is content emails. Because when your list is small, 10 people, 50 people, maybe even 100 people, it's not actually going to be worth doing any big promotional stuff to that list. I'm trying to save you time here. It just won't be worth it. Just focus on content. Stay front and center with your audience. Remain remembered by your leads and send them back to your incubator if you have one at this point, and send them back to organic. So imagine that this stuff in white and black is no longer here. That's your plan. 0 to 20K a month. That's what you should be doubling down on. That's what you should be focusing on. Clear enough?
Yeah.
Okay. Next stage?
Yep.
Okay. Stage 2. Again, this is just me eyeballing it, looking at a ton of businesses and people that we have helped with this and just trying to boil this down. Stage 2, anywhere between 20K and 50K. This is the part actually where the most stuff changes. So if you see where the purple's been added, I've highlighted incubator again because I want to make the point that this is where you'd really start to, put that into motion. Make sure you've got some kind of community. Make sure you've got, a big YouTube channel, or at least that's the goal. And this is where you focus on your website. See, I've highlighted that now. I actually don't think you should focus on your website when you're first starting. Contrary to popular belief, the idea of building a website, this concept of build it and they will come, is just simply not true. And so you'll spend such a long time building a website, and we often do it because it just feels good. Feels good. It's an easy task. It's a comfortable task. I'm just working on my website. I'm adding some more tabs. I've now got an About Me tab. We just add these other stuff, and it feels good. Then we have to get on with the darn marketing. So all we're doing is delaying it. Get your core offer, get your funnel, get some traffic on, get some momentum, and all of that stuff, by the way, will actually help you to find out what your message really is. It's really interesting how that happens. The more you start putting yourself out there, the more you see what people connect with, the more you take a couple of phone calls with interested prospects, you hear what's really important to them, and it starts to craft your message anyway. Now you're ready to put your website out there and really make a stand for what you believe in. Make sense? Yeah? Okay. Am I going too fast, or are we good? We good? Okay. You can also think about back-end offers at this point. 20K to 50K, somewhere there. That's where you may want to add in an additional one-to-one offer, or a more expensive back-end offer for people that either have joined your core offer and they've got a great result and they're ready for the next thing, or they joined your list and it's not the core offer that they want something more exclusive. All right, so this is where we add back-end offers. Now, notice we've got this little purple thing attached to leads. I'm not sure if you can read that. That says cleaning. At this stage, this is when you need to start thinking about list hygiene, list maintenance. Your leads are going to be joining your list, and some of them are going to start to go cold. They're just not interested anymore. That's absolutely fine. But it will hurt your email deliverability if you keep emailing those people that are clearly not interested. So this is where you clean them. Most tools will allow you to do that. Shameless plug, Funneler does this automatically for you. It's a pretty great darn tool. And it'll actually do this. It'll give you a lead score, and then you can email only the leads that are within a certain score of engagement. But we need to be cleaning it, because it's going to harm your business if you email leads that are displaying based on their opens that they're not interested anymore. All right? But now we're getting into promotion. 20K to 50K, stage 2. We're getting into promotion now. We might start doing some second chance emails. That would be the first place that you go. And then we've got gift box funnels as well. And as you get, I guess, more towards the top end of this stage, More towards the top end, you might start to think about some gift box funnels as well. So that's stage 2. Ready to move to stage 3?
Yeah.
Stage 3 has the least amount of things that change, all right? Stage 3, 50K to 100K, somewhere in there. If you're moving out of stage 2 and you're coming into stage 3, the only thing you might add here is stepping stone offers. Stepping stone offers. Now, what pricing tier was that I mentioned yesterday? Anyone know? Low, mid, high, super high. Which one? No, mid, actually. Mid-ticket. It's going to be mid-ticket. It's going to be maybe a few $100s, something like that. This is the stage where you may start thinking about some stepping stone offers. Yeah? We got your core offer. We got your back-end offer. Now you can do the thing that you were tempted to do when you thought, maybe I need a low-ticket thing because people can't afford it. Or they can't afford your main thing. This is where we might start to think about that. Something lower ticket, it's not low, but mid-ticket, lower than your core offer, and that might help people get into your world, but it really is a stepping stone, and you've got to think about that. I don't think your business is going to absolutely explode, make a bunch of money, have a huge impact just with a stepping stone offer. It's just not. You need your core offer and above. This will just help you along that path. Final stage, and it's a big one, and it's a big jump as well, but this has been my experience, and this has been the experience of friends of mine that are very, very close to me and have similar size businesses. There's a few additions to the framework now. If you're somewhere between 100K and $1 million per month, I know this disqualifies most of you in the room, but just for those of you that are here, I saw Ali's poll. I can see we've got some mega rich people in the audience somewhere. I'll find you. 100 to $1 million a month, all right? Everything in red is what we add. So what are we adding? This is a really, really interesting concept. You see how we got this gift box funnel moving to the front? All right? When you do these promotions to your list, what you may find is that one of your gift box funnels, something that you just tested, a different webinar angle, a VSL, a virtual event, you just tried something else and it absolutely crushed it. At the same time, in this stage, you might find that your value funnel is starting to, the results are depleting. You with me? It's starting to become a little bit saturated. People have seen that funnel before. So this might give you that moment of refresh. They go, I tested this gift box funnel, it absolutely crushed it. I think I might just automate this thing and put it on the front end of the business. And then now you've got two funnels running alongside each other, and it's actually needed at this stage. When you get over 100K a month, you actually need more funnels on the front end. And this is also the place where you might start adding low ticket. You might start adding low ticket. And that might surprise some of you. John, we've talked about all the way up to 100K a month, and only then do I think about low ticket. That's been my experience. Low ticket is only to get your message out there. You're not going to transform any lives with your $7 ebook, or chances of that are incredibly slim. So it's a message tool. So once we get to this stage, now we may want to think about that. All right? Anyone's brains a little fried? We feeling okay? We're feeling okay? Okay, all right, very good. So that is my 8-figure operation boiled down into one visual blueprint. Was that helpful? Yeah? Okay. Can you see where you need to be next? By show of hands, who can see where they are right now and where they need to be? Yeah? Okay, awesome. Very cool. Well, I really, really hope that helped you and served you. And like I said, that's to give you the overview. That's the blueprint. Those are all the components. You've taken that picture. You should be able to take that away with you. And I would highly recommend that you actually print out that picture. Print out that blueprint, stick it on your wall, and every time you're making a marketing or business decision, then you look at that blueprint and you see, okay, am I focusing on the right stuff? All right? And then for the rest of the event, we're going to be adding to this, and we're going to be going granular on the different parts of the blueprint.